Haloderm a scam? The skin tag removing product has a lot of complaints and negative reviews. So what's the real deal behind it? Well, I'm going to analyze it in detail and give you the real truth behind it in this Haloderm review. Hi guys, Ollie from MySupplementAdvice.com here, doing supplement reviews and health tutorials. So remember to subscribe and hit the bell button to stay notified with my latest videos. Now let's begin this Haloderm review with a quick overview on the product and whether it makes such a big scam or not. First of all, Haloderm is a homeopathic product, which means that it contains a very low concentration of active ingredients, whose effects are insignificant if you ask me. I already said it, I'm not a big fan of homeopathic products. I definitely respect them and the fact that they do work for some people, but you will never hear me recommend one when there are many more concentrated alternatives that have an excellent effect on their own. But things don't look amazing when it comes to Haloderm anyway. That's because its producing brand is pretty shady and there isn't a lot of info about it. The product itself doesn't seem to be working great, and it's also quite expensive for its value. Besides, many users complain about wounds that appear once the skin tag or mole falls off, which is a serious issue. So I personally couldn't recommend it when there are so many high-quality products on the market. I would actually advise you to check an alternative that looks amazing, and it's probably the best skin tag or mole remover I know. But more on it at the end of this review, so stay with me until then. Now let's take a closer look at Haloderm by analyzing its formula. As I said, Haloderm is a homeopathic product, so it has some insignificant doses of active ingredients. This is why I'm not a big fan of this type of products at all. On paper, they just don't seem very potent and effective. Now, the full list of ingredients is only available on the product's label. But let's take a closer look at its active and inactive compounds. The active ingredients are the ones that have a therapeutic effect, in this case against skin tags and moles. There's dulcamara, nitricum acidum, Thuja occidentalis, Calcarea carbonica, antimonium, and silicea. Now, the benefits stated here are for these ingredients in a normal dose, but as I said, they are highly diluted in Haloderm. That's why I wouldn't expect to get all the benefits of these compounds from this cream. On the other hand, here are some of the inactive ingredients: Sanguinaria canadensis root and zinc. Now, inactive compounds don't have any pharmacological effects, or in other words, they don't help in any way. Their main goal is to improve the product's texture, consistency, and maybe scent. And concluding, honestly, Haloderm has quite a disappointing formula, so there's no way I could recommend it. I really doubt that it can remove skin tags and moles better than similar products with normally concentrated formulas. This cream offers very few details about how it looks, but here's how you should use it properly. First, prepare the target area, so the mole or the skin tag, then apply the cream and wait for the product to dry out. Eventually, apply some healing balm after the mole or tag falls off. The procedure itself isn't very complicated, but the instructions aren't very detailed, and the fact that you can tell how the cream looks like is a big issue for me. The best way to see how a product works is by looking at its user feedback. Now, Haloderm is available on several Amazon marketplaces, except for the US one. It has an average rating of 3.3 stars out of 5, which is a little low in my view. But let's take a look at the testimonies of its satisfied customers first. Some users claim their moles and skin tags disappeared. Others said it took only a few days to see the results. The rest just mentioned that this product works. Now, this product surely works for certain people, but if you take a closer look at its negative side, things get more interesting. Complaints are quite normal in any product, with limitations obviously, but Haloderm seems to have a surprisingly huge number. Some customers received the wrong product size, others experienced a lot of pain during the treatment. There are also customers who didn't see a change, and a few people complained about their skin tags and moles getting worse. The rest said that it's a total waste of money. So when it comes to being delivered and received by its buyers, I would say that this product is legit. So it's not going to scam you from this point of view. However, when it comes to performance, a lot of people experienced some painful adverse effects, so I wouldn't really recommend it, honestly. I managed to find enough complaints about this product's side effects. Skin burns, long-term scarring, wounds that last for more than 2 weeks, and skin irritation or itching. However, there's an interesting fact mentioned by many users. The wounds take a pretty long time to heal. There's an after treatment you can use once the blemishes fall off, which you obviously have to buy separately. If you don't take it, the wounds will take a lot longer to heal. So, in terms of secondary reactions, this product doesn't look the best. That's why I don't have a great opinion on it. Even though Haloderm is effective for some, I still consider it very expensive for its value. As I said, this product is available on different Amazon markets, but I will focus on its price on the official website. The regular version costs $39.95. It has 12 grams or 0.42 ounces, and it comes with a free worldwide shipping. Also, the brand gives customers a hassle-free 1-year warranty. This means that you can refund the payment if you're not fully satisfied for a full year. Now, what you need to know is that the regular version of Haloderm can work in 7 to 10 days by removing 3 moles and skin tags. If you have more than 3, 1 bottle isn't going to be enough. So, despite not being the most effective option out there, Haloderm is also quite pricey. That's why I don't consider it a good option at all. And concluding, is Haloderm a good deal? Not really. It's not a terrible product, but I still have enough reasons for not recommending it. It has a homeopathic and weak formula, is pretty dangerous in terms of wounds and scarring, and it's pricey. I know it does work for some users, but it also doesn't work for many others. And since its formula isn't anything special, there's no way I could recommend you to purchase it. What do I recommend instead then? I promised to give you a better alternative at the beginning of this video. And I was talking about a product that has a much stronger effect on skin tags and moles, but it's also much safer for your skin. So I consider it the very best option from the market because of these features, and compared to Haloderm, it's clearly superior. I'm going to leave you my video review of it in the left part of my screen, so check that out for more info on the best skin tag and mole remover. See you next time.